Hello everyone and welcome, Spencer here. Today we're going through Ixalan and more specifically the Lost Caverns of Ixalan and the cards that I am picking up from this set. Now I mentioned briefly in another video that I did, was it how many commander decks is too many commander decks type of thing. For me it was 10, I've taken 2 apart, I'm now down to 8. And that's because mostly when it gets to this point and there's a new set out, I will search through the entire set to see what cards are relevant to me, and as you can see there's a lot of cards in each set. So where do you start? So I have an Enchantress deck, Dinosaur deck, Merfolk deck, blah 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 blah. So then I'll start to go through the sets. Obviously Ixalan is known for its Merfolk, its dinosaurs. Sometimes it had a few equipments, and the last time we were there, obviously every set has removal spells, so you want to be looking for your removal spells, your instant speed, interaction, and then obviously in my enchantment decks I'll be looking at enchantments and stuff like that. If you're in an artifact deck, maybe you're looking for artifacts with activated abilities, triggered abilities, stuff like that. You know, if you're playing a clone deck, maybe you're going to be looking at what clone effects they've got in the set, that type of thing. You can search for that all within Scryfall. Scryfall is great, it's got loads of syntax, so it's worth sitting down, looking at it, going through it, trying to understand a little bit of it. I'm a super novice in it all, so I'm still learning basics, but I use this for like finding cards for my decks and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go through quickly some cards that I've found that I will be adding to my decks. These are not cards that necessarily you should be adding to your decks. These are just cards I think work within my decks and the way that I have built my decks. I'm not one of these players that is going to sit there and say this is the better card, because there is just too many variables in Commander. You know, not everybody is building to min-max their deck. Not everybody is building to the same budget. You know, not everybody is building to the same theme or style of gameplay. So we can all play a Commander Merfolk deck, but some of us might be playing it in a go tall counters deck. Somebody might be playing it as a go wide lots of Merfolk, you know, and then others might be playing it as like an untap tap untap strategy. So there's lots of different ways, and you can play it. You could even play it as a Voltron, you know, it's got an unblockable mechanism there. So it's just one commander can be played in lots of different styles in lots of different ways. So take these cards that I've picked out that I'm going to personally be trying to get a hold of, and if you think they're good and they've hit in your deck, then great, fantastic, go get them as you see fit. So first up, Bonehorde Dracosaur. So this is a Dinosaur Dragon. Beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them this turn, which is absolutely great. It's that explosive card draw that red does well. This is 5 mana, so 3 a red and a red. But obviously this is going in my Gishath deck, so I'm not looking to hardcast it, I'm looking to flip into it, which then will give me the card draw at the beginning of my next turn. Plus, as well as the card draw, you get 2 upsides. If you flip into a land, you get a dinosaur. If you flip into a creature, into a non-land, you get a token. So you flip 2 lands off the top, you get 6 power on the board, 6 power and 2 toughness on the board. If you flip into 2 non-creatures, you get 2 treasure tokens to help you cast those cards. In my opinion, that's nothing but upside. Yes, it is 5 mana, but most dinosaur decks you're playing green, you've got plenty of ramp, so you're probably not worried about a 5 mana card. The other big one is obviously Golter, Stampede Tyrant. You know, it has trample, which is great because it's a 12/12. Personally, anything that has stats above 10 mana, above 10, I think should automatically have trample, because I find it so daft when you get a 20/20 creature on the battlefield and it doesn't have trample and it's trumped by a 1/1. So, but anyway, Gold has a great ability. When it enters, put any number of creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Notice that's creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. It's not specifically dinosaurs, so you can play this in like mono green stompy decks and stuff like that. This is great for Gishath. Obviously, if I hit and I flip into a 12/12, that's absolutely fantastic. But if I flip into a 12/12, that lets me then drop my entire hand onto the battlefield, so people have got no choice but to wipe this turn or die. That is great, and that's exactly what I want to be doing with my Golter deck. I want to be the threat that's smashing face. Anyway, moving on. Now, Merfolk. Merfolk, we've got Tishana's Tidebinding. This is a stifle effect on steroids, because if you counter an artifact, creature, or planeswalker effect, trigger, or activate ability this way, that opponent loses all of its abilities. Turn your opponent's planeswalkers into nothingness. I don't like planeswalkers, they're annoying. I do like planeswalkers, but they are annoying to play against, and I always try and kill them straight away, and people hate me for it. So yeah, just stifles them, keeps them stifled while she's on the battlefield. I think it's absolutely a great card, well statted, 3 mana for a 3/2, has flash, perfect, love this card. It's going to go in some decks, showing up at €8 at the minute, so if it starts to see play in standard, that could go up. Might also see it play in other formats as well, but who knows. The other Merfolk related card that I'm looking at getting is the Troot Pilgrimage. So this obviously, whenever one or more non-token Merfolk control becomes tapped, create a Merfolk, a 1/1 blue creature token with hexproof. So obviously in my commander deck, I'm tapping a lot of Merfolk to make card draw advantage or give commander unblockable. So if I attack 3 Merfolk, I draw a card, I get another Merfolk. I can then tap that Merfolk to give commander unblockable, so then I can now attack on the same turn. So I'm no longer faced with that choice of, do I want to draw a card or do I want to attack? With this on the battlefield, I can now do both, provided I've got the board state set up to be able to do that. I think this is a fantastic pickup for a Merfolk deck, should you be playing tapping strategies. Next off, equipment. Tarian's Soul Cleaver. I think this is a fantastic pickup. I don't know why it's so cheap. When you're playing commander, there's always creatures dying. You put this on one of your creatures and you're attacking, it gives you vigilance so you can attack, and then you can block on your turn. Yeah, it has equipped 2, it's only 1 costed. You get this out early, 3 or 4 other things down the battlefield, all of a sudden your creature is getting pretty damn swole. I think this is a great budget pickup, absolutely fantastic for some Voltron decks, get people caught off guard. Next up, last card, Get Lost. Yeah, destroy target creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Its controller creates 2 map tokens. That's fine, you have the map tokens, I'll destroy that biggest threat that was just about to win this game for you. No problem whatsoever. This is coming in at €3, absolute staple in my opinion. Yes, the map tokens generate them a bit of advantage, but nothing major. I like the fact this targets planeswalkers as well, which is quite nice, because like I just said, I'm not a big fan of planeswalkers, so get them gone ASAP. It would be nice if it targeted artifacts as well, because then it'd do the whole suite, but then it'd be going too much into the realms of like the generous gift type stuff, which is non-permanent. But yeah, I think it's fantastic. Great removal spell. Should see a decent amount of play. The only thing with planeswalkers is as well that WotC have said that they're printing less planeswalkers now, because obviously everything's getting desparked, so they're toning down the planeswalker things. But don't worry, I think they will be coming back soon, because no doubt they'll do another War of Spark set where everything's a planeswalker. So anyway, that's the cards. I did a quick tally up on total and price. We've got this one at 10, this one at 14, this one at 8, this one at 2, this one at 1.7, and this one at 3.1. It's coming in at around 38, 39 euros. I rounded that up to 40 personally. 40 euros on the specific 6 cards that I need from the set, or 140 euros on a box. I know which I'm going to pick. I know you might be screaming saying, but Mana Crypt's a 1.3 or 1.5% chance to get a special guest slot in a pack. Yes, they might be, 20 something packs in a set booster box? Was it 32? I can't remember what they're at now. Cheap changing, isn't it? But yeah, there's a 1% chance to get that slot. There's then 40 cards in that slot. Chances of pulling a Mana Crypt, pretty damn slim. You could then open an entire box and not see a special guest slot. So 40 euros, buy the cards you want, happy, no gambling involved. But that's my opinion. Buy singles, cracking packs, it's great fun if you want to crack a pack and gamble. But also cracking packs is great for when you're playing things like draft or sealed. I love the sealed format. I like doing a pre-release because it's sealed. Not so big on the draft side of things, but yeah, sealed I like. So yeah, these are the cards. What do you think? There might be some crazy cool vampires and other artifacts and stuff in this deck, in this set. I've personally not looked for them because I don't have decks that want those cards. So that's that. I recommend you guys all do this as well. Just look through the cards, use Scryfall. You can do things in crazy ways. Like if you want spirits, just type in T:spirits, and it's all the types that are spirits. If you're looking up for specific oracle text, you type in O:, and then the specific types of oracle text that you're after. So it will search for that. You know, if you're looking for spells that draw a card, type the oracle text, draw a card. And if you want it to be an instant, type T:instant, and it will bring you all the instants up that draw cards. So Scryfall, absolutely fantastic. Click the syntax button at the top and you'll never go wrong. Learn a bit of it, start searching for cards. It's great when searching the entire database as well. Maybe I'll do a video on it or something at some point. But yeah, Ixalan, Caverns of Ixalan, these are the cards that I'm picking up. Yes, there is the land, what's the land that's come out? Cavern of Souls. This is the big bad boy. It's €33. Cavern of Souls into battlefield, choose creature type, and then you can add one mana color to spend those to cast that creature type. That spell can't be countered. So this would be great, yes, in my Merfolk deck. Do I want to spend €30 on a land? No, because I'd sooner spend the €40 across the entirety of my 6 decks that I'm going to tweak with this. If I wanted to power up my Merfolk deck to a stronger level, then yes, I probably would look at this. But for now, no thank you. And at the end of the day, I might open it in my pre-release. So, fingers crossed for me. Anyway, that's me done, guys. I'll see you all in the next one, and hope all your pre-releases and everything went good, or going good. Can't remember when this video is coming out. So, yeah, hope it was good for you. I'll see you all in the next video, and goodbye for now.